Hello, world. Let's talk about it. Your paradigm. Your paradigm is a bunch of ideas, beliefs, assumptions that sort of shapes your views on this world. It is like a multitude of habits that you've adopted from society. It could have been from your parents. And it's basically like the way that you perceive this world now. And it's lodged in your subconscious mind. It's sort of like that programming and how you view and see the world from what you've been taught, what you've been told, what you've been experiencing. This is your paradigm. And this paradigm basically controls your life in the way that you see it. So you act and do things accordingly to your paradigm, your beliefs. So that is your paradigm. Now, how do we change our paradigm? Change our beliefs, our old habits, the way that we see the world. You would change your paradigm by thinking differently, by questioning your old beliefs, by challenging things that was told to you. You see, a lot of things that we might have grew up believing, a lot of things that we were told, a lot of things the people in our life has told us may have not been true. But if you don't change your paradigm, you're basically stuck in a reality loop. You wanting to do these things. You wanting to have these things. But you gotta know that you have a hardwired programming, your paradigm, that's constantly making you view the world in this perspective. And if you consistently view the world and look at the world in this perspective, it's gonna be challenging to create this new life because you're only looking at it through this one lens. Now, speaking about a lens, there was experiments done about the paradigm. So one of the experiments was somebody born in this world and they have red lenses in their glasses. Okay, they need to see, but they have these red lenses. So they go throughout the world looking at everything with this red tint. Now, throughout time, to this person, seeing the world with this red tint is normal. That's just the way I see it. Then somebody gives him some clear glasses and he sees the world totally different. The moral of the story is that he saw the world with this red tint. the world didn't change. But when he removed it and got the clear glasses, he saw the world different. The world didn't change. He perceived the world with a different light. There's another one. This guy made some glasses that when he looked at it, special glasses that the world was upside down. Everything that he looked at was upside down. So when he saw the world, it was upside down. So day 1, day 2, it was challenging. He couldn't barely walk because everything was upside down. Day 3, he started to be able to navigate. His brain started adjusting. This is the way you see the world, upside down. And so from that, by day like 8, it was normal. He could move and navigate through the world. Everything had adjusted for him to see this world upside down, in reverse, or however. But as soon as he took them off, then everything was back to normal, but it was still, he had to adjust back to it. I'm saying that to say this, that when you have these old beliefs, they're normal. It's normal. It's hardwired. It's normal for you to think and be that. And almost regardless what anybody says, you think the way that you see the world and perceive the world is right from what you've been taught. But soon as somebody maybe come with a new perspective, a new look at it, the first thing is to reject it. Because, no, this is the way I've been living my life. This is the way I see the world. So it is hard for me to change my paradigm because I'm so used to going about it this way and seeing it this way. Regardless if it's right, wrong, true or false. So, I mean, when you do a paradigm shift, you're basically changing your perspective, how you see the world with the new lens instead of the old lens. Another thing, like, you know, when you put on sunglasses, the minute you first put them on and it's bright outside, everything appears dark, right? And then a couple of hours later, you still got them glasses on. It don't seem dark. It just seems normal. You're adjusting to this new view of life. So you change your paradigm the same way it was created, through repetition. Now, I've talked about repetition for a couple of videos, how important repetition is. And the last one had to be the 21 days. So you change your paradigm through repetition. You consciously and deliberately replacing this old way of thinking with the new way of thinking, which is totally fine and okay. I'm saying if these beliefs, if these perceptions is not aligned with what I'm doing today and what I'm trying to achieve, then I need to change my paradigm to match this so I can attract the things I want in life. But until then, you're going to be in that reality loop. You're going to be wanting this, wanting that, but know for certain that you got a hardwired program. So regardless of what you say, if you don't change your beliefs, your old patterns and stuff like that, you might just continue to be in that reality loop, even though you really want to create this new life. But you have to go into that program. You got to go pull that old software out, and upload a new programming. Now, at first, it's challenging because you got to think, like, how long have I really been believing and having these habits and patterns my whole life? The only way it's going to change is through repetition. You're challenging your old beliefs and exposing yourself to new perspectives. That's going to change your paradigm. You're consciously choosing new beliefs that are aligned with these new habits. Another way to change your paradigm is create a new image of yourself, okay? So, if you say that my future self is to be happy, joyful, a life of abundance, always having enough money to live the life I want, a state of gratitude, happiness, just your life, okay? So you create this new image and you constantly see yourself in this new image. You will change your paradigm. This is like shadow work. You just gotta go in and see what beliefs and perspectives I have about this world and change them to better suit you in this journey that you're on. You have to shift. You have to step into a new world, per se. Because if you constantly view the world through an old lens, you're going to constantly create the same world without no change. And I know that we have been born in this world or exposed in this world to things that might not have served us at all. We've been taught things that may be challenging our thinking, like that don't even make sense. But We have all these beliefs and our perspectives about this world that might not be serving us. Like, you could be thinking like people are evil. Another one is, shoot, nobody helped me. I ain't gonna help nobody. You can have beliefs that about money, that it's hard to get, that everybody's not supposed to be rich. Only the rich keep getting richer. These are all these paradigms, these beliefs. And if you continue to think like that, what's going to be the result? It's always going to be hard. It's always going to be a struggle. Life is unfair. So, yes, we have to change the way we think and view this world to create the world that we want. So within, so without. You gotta change within to change without. Now, when it comes to this paradigm shift, the most beautifulest thing about it, to me, is that it becomes permanent. You will replace these old thoughts, these old habits, these old perspectives of this world, but it will be a habit. And then from now on, you start seeing the world as a beautiful place, as a good place, as people are good. You start attracting these type of things, and it is a constant flow of positivity going towards a new paradigm. But I'm going to end it with this. To be very honest, you are changing your paradigm. When you are tapped into these spiritual teachers and you're listening to different people with different messages, and you're constantly tapped in, tuned in to these teachers with these different perspectives, and it's going to change your beliefs. You're changing your paradigm. So, just awareness that you're in the process right now of changing your paradigm. You're changing things that no longer serve you or maybe didn't make sense. Now, to make it concrete, you continue to do this and the whole world around you starts to change. You know that saying, if nothing changed, nothing changed. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's not the world changing. It's the way that you're looking at it. And it makes it change. Hello, world.